Hello! In this tutorial, you will learn how to use the Cut and Pack plugin for After Effects. The plugin is a multi-tool for cutting and pre-composing different types of layers. You can dock the plugin anywhere in the AE interface. For example, let's look at one of the standard ways to divide text into. You can turn text into a shape, but in order to be able to move each shape separately, you need to do very routine work with all the characters. There are other ways that are no less complicated. With our plugin, this can be done in just one click. You will get each character correctly broken down into characters with correct names. This will allow you to animate each character separately. Please note that anchor points will also be located in the center of the layer if this option is selected. Since this is a real multi-tool, you can make precompositions of several layers based on their dimensions as efficiently as possible. This can save a huge amount of resources in complex projects. You can pre-compose any layers and they will be pre-composited. According to their dimensions, if the appropriate option is selected. Also, all compositions will be correctly named according to the names of the layers. If, for example, you want to split the text into a group of characters, you can use the mask cutting option. Duplicates of this layer will be created by the number of masks. Now you can make a layer pre-composition based on the dimensions of the mask. Please note that the new comp will be saved and you will not need to do anything extra. This way, you can work in a separate composition as efficiently as possible. Let's consider another situation. For example, you have a footage and you need to animate its elements. You will need to make a duplicate of the original, make a pre-composition, crop the elements for the convenience of animation. Of course, in the original composition, everything will shift in position, and you will need to manually adjust the composition to its original position, which is not a fast process. Now you can move on to the finer details and repeat the same procedure, and so on, until all the elements are sliced and put in their places. But let's see how much this routine process can be simplified. You just select the elements that you want to separate with masks and apply our plugin. As a result, you get a duplicate of the current layer with correctly positioned masks, position, and anchor points. Now you can pre-compose each layer to focus on their animation in a separate composition. You can make compositions in any order without fear that there will be problems with position. Just choose a mode and do it. Easy and simple. Let's now consider an example with vector layers. For example, you need to take some icons and use them in a project. In the standard way, we need to make a pre-composition and use duplicates. Then we crop what we need, move the anchor point to the center, and collapse the transformation. You need to repeat the same operation as many times as necessary. This method is not optimal in terms of saving resources and not always practical. What do we offer? When using the plugin on a vector layer, everything is automatically divided into shapeable elements with the position already set and the correct naming. Now, without unnecessary problems, you can take any element and immediately make an animation. In addition, you can immediately make a pre-composition of the selected element directly according to its dimensions. or a precomposition of a group of elements by dimensions, which is a very convenient feature. By doing this, you can not only simplify the work with the project, but also save a lot of RAM. Let's take another example. Let's say we need to cut a solid or a footage into even rectangular masks. You must agree that this operation is not convenient to do in After Effects at all. Now let's see how this can be done using Cut and Pack. Select the mask extension and click one of the presets. In this preset, 4 masks will be created according to the dimensions of the layer. You can select any mask and continue splitting it with any preset. Please note that the masks will be named correctly. Now, for example, you want to split this layer by masks. Easy. Just press one button. You will receive a duplicate with your mask of the original layer. And you can still do animation and precomposition. Easy and fast, isn't it?